Well, so I've been kicking this little voltmeter around for a long time. Didn't really have anything to install it on. Thought about installing it on my Craftsman lawn tractor that I had, but I'd rather put this on the John Deere since I plan on keeping this thing around for a while. And I've already got it in place where I want it. I would love to have it up there somewhere else, you know, in direct line of sight for me when I'm sitting on this thing, but unfortunately there's not enough real estate up here. And it was either put it here or somewhere right here or maybe down there, because right in the middle we have all that metal brackets and switches and everything else that, you know, in addition to there not really being a flat area to put it, I'd have to contend with that as well. So I didn't show this on camera, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Just get a proper sized hole drill, drill a hole, and stick it in there. And it's always better to cut these a little small at first, then you can always adjust it and go to the next size up. But where I'm at right now is I'm right about to wire this thing. So on the back of one of these voltmeters you have 3 wires. This third one right here I'm not going to hook up just yet. That's for the light. I want to put that on a switch, but it's not really necessary. The only reason I wired this up and stuck the bulb and the little socket in there is really just to prevent corrosion. Now you change the bulb, you just pull that whole cylinder out. So I only stuck that in there just to not allow too much moisture to get in there. I will be storing this thing in the shop and not out in the elements, so I'm not really too worried about moisture, but that was easy enough to do and I just went ahead and did it anyways. I also disconnected the battery and we got some random cattage. Ivy! Yeah, we got some random cattage, all right. Come here, cat. You want to help? Oh, yeah, good cat. Anyways, so when you hook up one of these voltmeters, you don't want to hook it up to the constant wire. That's the wire that always has power to it from the battery. If you do that, your voltmeter will work, but it's going to be drawing power from your battery and it's going to put a drain on it. What you want to do is wire the power wire from the voltmeter into the switched wire or the ignition one. And how I determined which one was the switched wire was typically that's yellow. So I went ahead and connected both of them. Ground was pretty easy to find. That's the black one. It goes right into the wiring harness. Go ahead and push this out. So your standard key switch, these are going to the Hobbs meter, and then these other ones are going to the PTO, and there's only a few of them in here that are just part of the switch. This purple one goes to the starter, so that one's only going to turn on when the engine is in start position, and it only stays there momentarily while you're starting it. But you want it to show voltage just when the power's on with the key. So typically on any sort of vehicle, cars mainly, that's your yellow wire, which is your switched on wire, and that's what you want to splice into. And a good way to cheat that is with the Hobbs meter, as I was saying. This thing only turns on when you put it in the power on position, and it continues to stay on while the motor's running. So that's a good way to figure that one out. So I went ahead and stuck those 2 on. Let's go ahead and hook the battery back up and see if we can get her to fire. Battery's hooked up. Yep, there we go. Very nice. So I need to put some air in this tire. Let's bring it over there and show you guys what goes on with the voltmeter. not too bad.